Next one is vital function. What are the vital functions for the plant system? Here vital functions that can be able to classified into four major category. First one is call it as epiphytic or velamen root. Next one is call it as foliar root. Third one is call it as sucking or hostorial root. Fourth one is call it as photosynthetic or assimilatory root. First one, what is epiphytic root? Why we say it is otherwise call it as velamen root? Epi refers to upper side. Phyte refers to plant. The plant they can have the capacity to withstand the other plant. That type of plant is called it as epiphytic plant. The epiphytic plant they contain a special root or special tissue. That special tissue is nothing but a velamen tissue. So it is otherwise called it as velamen root. For example, Vanda. Here, uh, we want to study about the epiphytic root and its character. In epiphytic root, a good example for some of the epiphytic orchids. That epiphytic orchids develop a special kind of aerial root which have the capacity to hang freely in their air, hanging in freely in their air. That type of plants are also comes under the epiphytic root. Most of the orchids are comes under this category. Here in epiphytic roots develop a spongy tissue. That spongy tissue is a special tissue. That special tissue it is call it as a velamen tissue. The velamen tissue they can have the capacity to absorption of moisture, minerals, food from the branches as well as air from their surrounding also. These are the main function of velamen tissue. What are the example for the epiphytic root? Vanda, Dendrobium, Aerids are some of the example for epiphytic root. Here they contain a special type of tissue, that is spongy tissue, that is call it as a velamen tissue. Next one is call it as foliar root. The foliar root they can have the capacity to develop then foliar root. The foliar root they can have the capacity means foliar refers to foliage. Foliage is nothing but a leaf. The leaf that can have the capacity to produce their root. Then only it is called it as a foliar root. The roots are produced from the veins or a lamina. Here there is a vein region. The entire area of a leaf that is called it as a lamina of the leaf. For the formation of new plant with the help of the lamina or with the help of the vein they can have the capacity to produce their root. That type of plants are comes under foliar root. Then for example bryophyllum, begonia, Zamoculacus. These are the some of the example for the foliar root. In bryophyllum commonly we say or Tamil we say Katti pota kutti podum. These are the good example for the foliar root. Next one is call it as sucking or hostorial root. That type of roots are otherwise call it as parasitic roots. You already studied in their 10th standard. Parasite they can have the capacity to suck everything from the host plant. That plant they can have the capacity to produce their root. That type of root is called as sucking root or hostorial root. The roots are found in the parasitic plants. For example Cuscuta. These are Cuscuta, Viscum, and some of the plant like Santalum album. These are comes under the parasitic plants. That parasitic plant they can have the capacity to develop the adventitious special root for the penetration purpose from stem to other tissue of the host plant, and it can have the capacity to suck the nutrient also. That type of root is called as haustorial root. The haustorial root, they can have the capacity to survival for the parasitic plants. For example, Cuscuta, Dodder plant, Casita, Oran branch, broom rope. Here the diagram is a Cuscuta plant. Tamil we say Ammayar Kundal or Padadari. These are the some of the example for the sucking or the haustorial root. Next one is photosynthetic root. The photosynthetic root is otherwise called as assimilatory root because most of the roots are achlorophyllous in nature, but some of the special functions are there. That type of special functions, they can have the capacity to contain a chlorophyll. That type of root is called as photosynthetic root. That photosynthetic root is otherwise called as assimilatory root because with the help of the photosynthesis, they produce their food. That food, they can be utilized by the root and other part of the plant. Then only it is called as a assimilation. Root of some of the climbing or epiphytic plants develop chlorophyll and turn green, which helps in photosynthesis. For example, Tinospora, Trapanatus. These are the some of the example for the photosynthetic root. Here the diagram is Tinospora. Trapanatus, it is otherwise called as water chestnut plant. These are the some of the classification for the vital functions based on their root system. Next topic is shoot. First of all, what is shoot or what is shoot system? Shoot is nothing but the seed that contain a two major part or two major portion. One is called it as radicle and another one is called it as plumule. The plumule of the embryo that can be germinate from the seed, that can have the capacity to grow into a stem, that is called as shoot. Young we say shoot, grow well means it is called as stem. Plumule of the embryo of a germinating seed growing into a stem, that is called as a shoot or stem or a shoot system. These are studied in your lower section. Here the shoot, they contain a epicotyle. What is the meaning of epicotyle? Epi means upper, cotyle means cotyledon. The plumule that can have the capacity to grow upward only, then only it is called as a epicotyle elongation. After the growth of the embryo into the axis, axis is nothing but a stem. The stem, they can have the capacity to bear the leaf. Then only the leaf that can be able to produce their branches. Afterwards it can have the capacity to produce their flower, bud, fruit, seed, etc. The stem, they bear the leaf from its tip only, because in the tip portion they contain a meristematic cell. That meristematic cells are very fast dividing in nature of the stem portion. That is called as apical meristem. Apical refers to apex or a tip portion that contain a meristematic cell, that is called as a apical meristem. In the apical meristem portion, cell divide fastly. So cell division that can be able to occur at the same time. That tip portion, they are free from microorganism, especially virus, and growth result in the formation of mass of tissues called leaf primordium. The meristem, they contain a cell division in a mass of tissue, that is called as leaf primordium. Then afterwards the stem, they contain a node. What is the meaning of node? A point in a particular place or a point in the shoot that contain a leaf, that is called as node. Simply we say, in a shoot, a particular point, that place, the leaf that can be able to arise or form, that portion is called as node. Then what is internode? The region between the two node, simply we say two successive point in between the place, that is call it as internode. These are a small introduction about the shoot system. We studied what are the characteristic feature and what are the functions of the stem. Here the main function is secondary function as well as primary function. The primary function as well as secondary function, all the one you studied in a later